Good evening. I am so excited to be here this evening. I've got lots of people coming on. We are in studio tonight with a couple of they're just grape stars that have been with me for the year and a half that I've been dedicated to this particular path to health and to this whole global movement of health and hope, which is IQMK Global. And I'm really excited to push a reset button in 2023 to talk candidly about 2022, about this brand new company in the United States called IQM Global that has enriched the lives of thousands of people here in the US and tens of thousands globally. And I am so excited to have some supporters of myself and fans of muscadine grape in the studio with me tonight. Mike Asghari, the founder and CEO of IQMK Global, the parent company of the muscadine premier product that we know and love as MusNatural, is also here. I've been in the past couple of months been very dedicated to organization, and I have an agenda that I would like to cover in a truly organized fashion so that we can ask questions, be heard about the things that we most appreciate about MusNatural and the things we want to encourage us to not only improve our own health, but to improve the lives of others. Once again, I'm Tanya Abreu, and I'm an executive and an I partner with IQMK Global. And tonight, we are going to be talking about a few things. So this is our agenda for tonight, and thank you. I got to put my comments on because people are talking. I want to go over these 8 items tonight. Most of the people who are on have been involved on some level with IQMK Global and with the MusNatural product for a year, a little bit more for some, and a little bit less for others. We are going to talk about MusNatural Revisited. We're also going to talk about, some people are having a hard time getting into the studio. I'm just going to tell them to go on Facebook. We're going to talk about quality and results. We're going to talk about a website refresh, a back office refresh, 3 ways to sell this product. We'll talk about taking it first and selling it second. We're going to talk about our enhanced comp plan briefly, and then some new beginning goals and fresh start next steps. I am going to pretty much start a little bit with a candid recap of my 2022. It was, everyone thought that 2019 and 2021 and the entire way the world kind of collapsed in on itself, right, with COVID and then economic sanctions almost, right? And the closure of the world as we knew it. And everyone went into 2022 in January saying, it's over. We've got some remnants of it. Everything's going to be fixed. And in a typical American fashion, because I think America at its heart is just truly optimistic, right? So in a typically American fashion, we all went into 2022 with that. Many of us were just brand new I partners. I myself had been an I partner, for a little bit more than a year at that point, on a company, which is IQMK Global, that was really freshly staked in the United States, based on a powerhouse product. And I want to say that again, based on a powerhouse product that really transforms health. And Mike and I and a few others, and Lynette, you're on the call, so you've been in the arms of this project since its inception. Really believed and believe that taking this product and sharing this product is a way to enrich your health and enhance your finances. 2022 at the very beginning saw our first US national meeting. And right before we had it, we had a strain of COVID called Delta come into our midst. And about a third of the attendees pulled their attendance. And then closer to the actual day, about a half, which was, of course, very disappointing. But in the real spirit of resilience that this product and Mike, our CEO, let's just go on. Our sponsors also decided not to support it simply because, it was not safe for them in their heads to travel. We did it and made amazing friends and made amazing contacts and discussed this product in a very deep and rich way. And the momentum when we left the conference was of an intimate group of people dedicated to health and hope. And that made me very proud. I got back from the conference, and my two kids tested positive for COVID. I was mighty and taking mighty muscadine, not feeling anything at all. But the last week of January, I was so tired, I couldn't stay up for longer than 2 hours. And I'm so blessed to know that my immune system was good. But unfortunately, it took me about 3 weeks to be able to rise up out of the ashes of that Delta variant. Now, I know I had burned the candles at both ends getting ready for the meeting. I know that I did not take muscadine consistently. And there were days, even at the conference, that I skipped. And it was tough. I even had a resurgence for the first time in a long time of what was then called multiple sclerosis. They were able to see demyelination on brain. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. It was April before I felt like Tanya again. And those of you who know me know that, wow, that was an awful dark time. And during that time, I lost my clients. I'm a marketing executive for healthcare companies, primarily startups, and they could not afford to have their main advisor not at the table. And so I came into the spring of 2022 literally penniless, and not having been able to help everyone on my team, not having been able to really develop or grow, just left me everything but hopeless. Why? Because I did not ever stop taking muscadine. And I truly believe that this could have been the end of a lot for me. But it wasn't. And instead, it was a beginning. And by the summer, I was ready for a rebirth, if you will, and really kind of upped my consistent intake of not just this, but healthier food and exercise, and bringing my friends back into my life. And by this fall, I was feeling like it was the best thing possible to renew my commitment to MusNatural. Mike and I got back together again, and he said, "But Tanya, you have to understand that the whole world went through what you went through. Don't feel like, you did something wrong. We are now in a very fresh, in a wonderful place to restart who we are and what we have." I now want to bring people on the screen, and unfortunately, there are a lot of people that can't get on, and I feel so terrible. I keep sending people the same link over and over again. This is just a different way. It's a little bit more professional because the quality is better, the audio is better. But unfortunately, people just did not have this set up on their computer. But the people who are on, I'm very excited about. We have, of course, Lynette, the author of the original Muscadine Lifestyle. And we have a dear, dear, dear friend of mine, Nadia, who is a person who was my right hand at the conference last January, never gave up on being my friend, my often caregiver of me and the kids. And it's just so lovely to see both of your faces with me tonight. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
I
you
got to
so
tell
much.
and Nadia, just tell
Yes.
me, what was 2022 like for you?
Wow. It was a little bit hectic. Well, my daughter was away in college and just trying to get ourselves together from COVID and uh, it, me losing my job at the time. It was difficult. It was very difficult for me. Thank God my health was at its best. So I didn't have to worry about that. But, I pulled through.
Yeah, and it was about pulling through. Lynette, I know you spent a bunch of time in the Philippines building that Nadia, you look great. Vivi, hi sweetie, why aren't you in? You need to come in. I'm gonna Vivi, I'm sending you the link right now if you can. I know sometimes you're at 6 o'clock over there, so your world might not be amenable to coming on, but we'd all love to see you. It's been too long. Let me send that to you right now. Yeah, it's about pulling through. Now, Lynette, you were on the ground and running in the Philippines, and there was a lot of recovery there too. How are you?
I'm doing great, actually. When I made the decision to come into 2022, I really it was a heart wrenching kind of decision to commit 100% to Muscadine and MusNatural and IQMK. And so I actually took my real estate and mortgage business that I've been in for 33 years and put that aside for a year and just dedicated my entire world to growing the Muscadine, my Muscadine business and growing our organizations internationally. And so that's why I was able to be gone for almost 3 months in in a country that I had to reacclimate myself.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
it was
yeah, it was
also
it was a little bit crazy, but now again we're back in building mode, which is not a bad thing, because what I've realized in growing something like this is you grow and expand and then you contract, and then you grow and expand bigger and then you contract, and you go expand bigger and then you contract. So right now, we've done some serious contraction and we're gonna need to do some expansion, and we're primed for that now, because we've got some things going now that will help us do that.
And let me ask you, because you've always, even though there were times when I had to kind of lay low and repair and recover, you've always been at the forefront. What do you think, besides this amazing product, what do you think really kept the business growing? And it did. It grew in the Philippines. It's you know didn't totally slow down in the US or Mexico. What is it? I mean, besides Mike, and we can give him all the props.
Right, Mike.
You
But
know,
aside from that, I know for me, whether there's a compensation plan attached to this product or not, I will not go more than a day without it, because when I do, I just really feel like, my life is just not complete. My day is not complete unless I can feel the muscadine running through my system, because if it's not in there, I feel very, very different. I feel just a little bit slower, just a little less peppy, and things are just a little harder to accomplish in my day. And as you well know, January is a very, very busy month for me, and I've just been on the go since probably Christmas, and
oh
I
my
have
goodness.
not stopped. I mean, if you take a look at my Facebook, people are like, "Oh my God, you're a Duracell bunny," and yeah, basically I am, but that's all muscadine. It's
Mhm.
100% muscadine. So I got to tell you that the reason why I believe that despite all of the things that have gone on in our individual lives, the reason why muscadine has not died is because MusNatural is a phenomenon that we all need in our lives.
Mhm.
And that's the
And
basic
that was the
truth.
thing I wanted to really start out with, right? And is that we don't have to restart our commitment to this product. This product has over 150 polyphenols. It has all the makings of the neurotransmitters that do a couple of things, right? You're the expert, Lynette. It modulates stress, it decreases inflammation, and it increases blood flow. And if you just want to talk about the research that has been consistently done on the muscadine grape or grape seed in general, it's those three things: decreasing inflammation in the body, increasing blood flow, and modulating the stress response. Those three things are the secret to longevity. Those three things are the secret to immunity. And so I don't think we have to recommit to this premier product that all of us, no matter how bad things got, took this product. You know, there were several people in my downline, Nadia, you included, that lost their jobs, that had children to support. And I would get calls, Tanya, you got an extra bottle? Thank God Mike left me with lots of bottles when he left Orlando. So I was able to take care of people. And now it's time for us that have been taken care of to take care of others. I do want to say this because the next thing on our agenda is the quality and results. Before you recommit to one of the ways to sell muscadine, and I don't even want to say it like that, to share it and be paid for your time in sharing, but is to really focus on the quality, the research, and the results we got. You know, I can say this, that even in my worst down times, I kept my diabetes under control. The most amazing thing that muscadine did for me a year plus ago was took me from an 11 A1C down to a 7. Proudly enough, my A1C is 4.7.
Wow.
As of the 20th. So that's just a
That's
couple of days.
life-changing stuff, Tanya.
It's life-changing. It really is life-changing stuff. But the bigger thing is that, yes, I increased my dose at those downtimes. From May to October, I was taking 8 to 12 of them a day because I felt that that was the dose. And I know it's a lot, guys, but I needed to be rescued. I just recently, I shared this, I think, on another podcast, and I certainly shared it with Mike. I just recently said, you know what? I will never go through that kind of nonsense that I went through this year. And you know what? If I have multiple sclerosis, they showed me it on an MRI. I'm just going to apply, I won't take it right now, but disability. So I went back to the doctor. Now, mind you, I've been taking 10 of these tablets a day. And one of the things they do is they help, once again, with neurological response. That's the basis of all autoimmune disease. You know, I'm sorry Dominique's not on, but man, she could talk about reversing autoimmune disease, fibromyalgia, and others with antioxidants. But, you know, I've been taking a mega dose, truly a mega dose, went through an MRI, went through all the documentation. I had a little bit of vertigo, so I said, oh my gosh, this is going to be perfect, right? Two neurologists said, Tanya, look at this. I know that you've had 2 other MRIs in the past year that showed the demyelinization, but it's gone. And that means that the damage on my brain healed itself. So I won't listen to anybody, doctor, scientist, or layman, who says to me that you cannot grow back the neurons on your brain. Because I've got 3 MRIs that I can't wait to do a presentation with that shows that the deep myelinization of 8 years ago and then again a year ago is now gone. And I thank God, and I thank healthy diet, muscadine grapes, and my belief in Mike and the science for that testimonial. And I have about 50 other testimonials from the year of people who stopped auto ship because they just, oh my gosh, I can't do it right now, but can I have some bottles? They never stopped the product, because once they did, old symptoms came back, autoimmune symptoms, prostate issues. My favorite is one prostate client that just robbed me blind. But without it, he couldn't hold his bladder at 48 years old. So we've got quality, guys, and we've got science, and we have Mike. Hold on. Greetings, Mike.
Good morning to our people in Asia, and good afternoon and good evening to our family in US and Canada and Mexico. I am very honored to be here with really talented and experienced and my really good family on this chat group in this podcast. I'm in Philippines, and I'm actually in a place that we're gonna convert it to a coffee shop, Mus Cafe coffee shop. It's gonna be the first Mus Cafe coffee shop in the world, and we're gonna have so many of these coffee shops, like Starbucks, everywhere, globally, hopefully. Anyway, I am so excited, and I thank you, Tanya, to basically connect everybody together in a new year with a new beginning. This is going to be an awesome year, amazing year. I got so much planned that I cannot even cover it in one full day if we have one full day. But one thing I want to tell you, in the next 4 months, let me let you know again. In the next 4 months, we're going to be in 4 different countries. We're going to launch in Singapore next month. We have registration, everything done. And Singapore going to be our headquarters for Asia. We're going to be launching in UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah. We're also going to be in Tokyo. Next month, I'm going to be in Tokyo with Table Talk, and Korea. So 4 months, 4 countries we're going to expand to. And also in the next 4 months, we are going to have 4 new products. So I'm excited the first 4 months, but the most important part is that I want to make sure those people who work very hard, they be rewarded very high. And we have not changed, but enhanced our comp plan for those people who are in binary. And people who are not in binary, like doctor and many other career people, that they don't want to be part of MLM. In fact, we don't call ourselves MLM anymore. They're going to be affiliate, and they're going to make up to 24% of any customer or any patient that they have directly to their bank account. So it's a new beginning. We have new platform. I just want to let you know, you are in this chat group or podcast, or you hearing from us. Get in touch with your leader, with your upline, and get your information to, in this case, to Tanya, because you're going to be the first people that going to be in this platform. And we're also going to have a Zoom call to explain what it is. Our official launch of the website, new program, and new product that we're going to discuss is on the March 3rd, 23, 3/3/23. But in 2 weeks before that, you are going to be in the system, you are going to be involved, and you are also going to be getting customers. Last year, Tanya put a goal, but she didn't say what year. She said, we are going to have 1,000 customer this year. But she was talking about 2023. And I know you're going to have 1,000 customer this year, no question. In fact, if you don't have enough, I'm going to give you the rest of them. But I think you're going to have more than 1,000, so you can give it to your other friends and family members. But I don't believe I can't even go to sleep at night, because I'm getting so excited at night how this is possible. But you know what? everything is planned. I believe God planned everything. If it the explosion was not yet last year, because we need to have that year to get everything together. This year is the year is going to happen. I promise you. If you are with us, work hard and dedicate to this cause of helping people, uh, either part-time or full-time, you're going to get reward and big reward. One thing I have to tell you, this year we do not talk about binary, we do not talk about affiliate, we do not talk about anything. We talk about customer. We are really want to help a lot of people. Every single week we're going to have testimonial that what people have done. I have a group of people in this coffee shop that we're building today, and all of these people either escape, did not have to do surgery, or they're so dedicated because this product worked for them. I'm gonna, Man PG, and can you come here? Uh, I want you to come here. We have so many people, but I just want to take 2 minutes uh, introducing the vice president of Asia Pacific. But the reason he stayed with us, not because IQMK, not because Mike Asghari, because she did not have to go through a surgery. And Mapiji, come this side, please, this side. And just say a couple of minutes. Why are you a vice president for this company, and why you are still dedicated? I know it's not me and IQMK.
Hi,
Hi,
Happy New Year.
beautiful.
Yes, so again, I'm Peachy Martinez. I'm the Vice President for Asia Pacific of IQMK Global. So just to share with you why I am with IQMK Global. So I was introduced to this MusNatural way back 2019. And of course, I've been in the industry of health products in the last 30 years. So initially, I thought this is just like an ordinary food supplement. But when Sir Mike told me about it, that this is an amazing product backed up with science because of our $20 million clinical research done in 5 years, quietly, I challenged the product. Why did I challenge the product? Because I was diagnosed to have thyroid problem. And my endocrinologist told me that it will never shrink. It has to be operated. And if I decide to have it operated, he even said that have the other one operated as well. Coming from a family of, who had cancer, both my parents had cancer. So I know I am the next generation that might have it as well. So I'm very careful of my body because I don't want the same thing to happen to me. Because the doctor told me if I decide to have it operated, I have to take this synthetic medication for the rest of my life. So imagine toxic coming to my body and not able to flush it out. What will happen next? I'll be one of the candidate too, right? So I challenged the product quietly. I didn't even told Mike that I have this thyroid. I took it 3 capsules 3 times a day. And today, not unless I'll tell you, you will not see it, right? You will not even know that I have this. And one thing more I wanted to share today. When Sir Mike came back from Christmas holiday, I told him, Sir Mike, do you notice anything on my neck? And he said, no more. Because I started taking this MusNatural extract, a very potent formulation of muscadine grape seeds and skin. He said initially just to take it whenever it is needed. Again, I challenged the product. Every morning, first thing in the morning on empty stomach, I'm taking 1 drop per day. That's why there's no more thyroid now. So I can say that I am totally free from thyroid and my hormones are normal already. And I'm into perimenopausal stage already right now. And I'm happy because I am able to manage it because of the MusNatural product. So that's my sharing.
That's beautiful, Peachy. I didn't know that. And you know what's amazing? I just put, it's a little hard. You just go to, this is the NIH website, PubMed. Everything is verified research. Um, the properties in muscadine or in grapeseed in general has a really strong effect. And this is weird, but thyroid and testicular dysfunction are similar in the body, and it's hormonal. And you can see in this research article the significant, because I pulled this out for another friend with thyroid dysfunction, research effects that it does have. Wow. Well, I want to very quickly, Mike has talked about so many things that are on my agenda, the website refresh, and I have seen the layup copy of the website, and it's tons of white space, lots of simple science, lots of simple description, very powerful, very much focused on the effect of the product. There'll be a back office refresh, and Nadia, Lynette, I saw Dr. Alba, yay! There will be a button that you can pause your auto ship or cancel it. Our last company, it wasn't us, it was a company that helped MLMs, made some of those things very convoluted and very difficult, and they were not very customer centric. Mike had to spend a lot of money and a lot of time to get out from under that, and we have. And so there's a new back office refresh, 3/3/2023. All of that will be available. I want to stop just a moment because I think it's really, really, really important for us to talk about the product, and we'll talk about what you need to do to get jazzed up again about the product. But I want to talk about the 3 ways that you can share that information, the 3 ways that you can share the muscadine MusNatural experience with people who need it. And hint, everyone benefits from this. Mike, you need to take less if you're up at night like that all the time. but but truly, we just want this product to be on everyone's kitchen sink. It has replaced cranberry extract, blackberry extract, turmeric, all this stuff in my life. Yes, it's $50 a bottle, just pure retail. I end up, when you sell a lot of it, when you have people in your downline, it's $35. It's nothing compared to all the other stuff that was on my counter. So we want to show people the resilience, the energy, the prevention, and therapeutic properties of muscadine grapeseed. So at the very least, you're going to just get customers, right? You're going to have a couple different ways to do it. One is you can be an affiliate if you want, or you can turn your doctor, or your chiropractor, or your back surgeon, like I did, onto the product. He can have a little QR code, give that to his friends, his family, his patients, tell them to go online and try it. People hit that QR code or his website or his link, and they buy the product. Mike ships it, not Mike personally, but Mike's team ships it to them. And that person, whether it's you or Dr. Smith, will get, I think Mike is talking around 20%, which is a very generous affiliate program. Really exciting. Nothing else. Just share the excitement. The other way is pure retail. You, as an eye partner, can just sell the product, right? So my personal goal is to get 100 auto ship people, right? And why auto ship? Well, auto ship ensures, number one, that they will take it. They'll be able to cancel it if they want or pause it. But 2 bottles of this is a month. It's a month for somebody over 50 or somebody who's facing a healthcare crisis. Somebody under 50 that just is starting to have a couple aches and pains, maybe is a little tired, maybe their sex drive is weaning. Okay, take 4. Call me in the morning. But for those of us that might be battling more significant health issues, you gotta sustain those higher doses, and then you can start cutting them back. I noticed that I can go down to 6 without any weirdness. I feel better at 8, right? If something flares up, I'll go back to 10. But your body will tell you what you need. So you can just accumulate customers. Just tell them to go on. They will be underneath you, but you don't have to worry about that whole MLM. You will get money per bottle and you'll be building your volumes. Now, you might not like the way this sounds, but a lot of us are going to be binary. I don't want to use MLM. I don't want to use things that made me allergic, but I understood the basic binary model. And all that is, guys, is that you have an auto ship. That's the first step. Get back on this supplement. Eat grapes, right? Muscadine grapes. Then you're going to equally place auto ship customers underneath you. Don't worry about whether they're placing customers underneath them yet. Don't get all overwhelmed. Don't go after purple Cadillacs. We're not about that. We just want you to get people healthier and place them under you. In that way, you have 2 sides. That's the binary, a right leg and a left leg. And those will grow. One of them will be producing more because there's some weird person who loves MLM. I'm just kidding. I'm actually learning to really get excited about it. I have a friend that makes $17,000 a month after 3 years doing nothing. Not with us yet. He'll come on, but I've watched him do that. So I'm excited about it. But let's go back to binary. So you have your right and your left. And as you begin to grow those volumes on either side, as long as you're keeping yourself on automatic shipment and you have 2 people, 1 person here and 1 person here in your downlines doing that, you will get a percentage of your lesser downline is it still going to be 2 weeks, Mike?
On a weekly basis.
On a weekly basis, you'll get that downline. That is amazing, like really amazing. So that's what I'm going to work on. If you're in my downline, even if you're not, I don't care who you are. If you're listening, message me. We're going to have really fun, quick updates, meetings, just this way. Get people to take it and give you testimony, quality, and testify on that quality, the changes in your life. And there are people that I don't care what they take, they're not going to feel any different. Don't worry about convincing them. Let them go, because there's more than enough people that are going to benefit, and their mind doesn't resist antioxidants. Their mind doesn't resist the idea of a natural approach to health. So we're going to get customers. We're going to get them set up on auto ship. And if you want not to do just the either retail or affiliate, and you want to be the binary model that Mike and Lynette and Charles and I will help you grow. That's all I can say. And, grow. I just look forward to a couple grand a month. Oh yeah, there are people that are going to make $20, $50, $100,000. I'm hoping after a couple years, that's me. But right now, I just want, number one, to people to continue to say, thank you, Tanya. My prostate works. Or thank you, Tanya. This tumor is less. Or in my own case, thank you. I don't have demyelination on my brain. I can actually, now it's not just that. I actually know I can continue to get smarter. I can continue to have real brain power on this stuff. Get people excited. Turn them into auto ship customers and then just be a part of our party. My first one here is going to be February 18th down here in South Florida in Delray Beach. We're going to do heart health. We're going to do sexuality. It's a whole loving heart month thing, and have a lot of fun with it. But it's about having fun and being a part of things. Nadia, you never really got, buzzed up because, it was just all this other stuff. So I'm going to put you on the spot for a moment, not just because your hair looks amazing, but because I want you to talk about what did we just talk about that has some appeal, or what would you like perhaps to see to help you do this better?
Well, the appeal is the fact that it helps with all these different health issues. I have diabetes runs in my family, so I try to really watch what I eat, and I try to take care of myself as much as possible. So when I do take muscadine, I think about that. Well, hopefully this will help me not develop diabetes later in my life. But the unlimited amount of money potential is what appealed me to it.
Yeah. And I love that word unlimited. I'm working with, everyone knows I have my Rethink Your Health platform that IQMK brought to me, because I would never have thought all this is possible from a grape, but it is. And we need to rethink our health. And I'm working with a Dr. Elizabeth Boland in Canada. And all she talks about is limitless living, limitless health, believing that in the power of something has limitless. Oh, I have to say goodnight to my grandbaby here. Good night. Limitless everything. And what you just said, limitless health, limitless joy, limitless income. If we bust out of the barriers and challenges we have, life is really worth living. It's always worth living, but really, really worth living. Thank you for that. Earl Kinto has a question. Oh my gosh, she's sending things to her brother because he has elevated blood pressure. Listen, love, I just need you to go on PubMed, PUBMED, and put in grapeseed. You can also put in muscadine grapeseed and blood pressure, and you will see double-blind, placebo-based trials that show that 80% of people with elevated blood pressure experience a drop of 10 points, both diastolically and systolically, within 3 weeks. It's crazy. I just don't understand why people aren't taking grapeseed instead of taking this stuff that has quite a few side effects. And yes, talk to Mike. I don't know whose upline you're in, but yes, they will get you a website that's customized to you so that he can buy from you, and you can send all of his friends who will be excited by that quality of outcome to that, Earl. Lynette, I know that you are going to be critical to helping all of us understand how the enhanced comp plan works. So how are we going to set that up? You wanted to ask some questions of people. We only have Nadia, but we do have Dr. Alba and others that may have some questions. So go ahead and tell us what your intention is for that.
Well, when we do the training, we go over the comp plan, the components of the comp plan individually, and if there was anything specific that you wanted to kind of focus on, meaning people say, oh, well, I have this and I bought this, and why didn't I get paid? Well, did you have your 50 CV of your but what people don't understand is that there's a qualification to get paid. So if, for example, you've got all these customers on both sides, but you yourself do not have a purchase for that month, you're not going to qualify for commissions. Or even if it's not you, if you have a personal customer yourself that has that if you don't have the 50 CV on your personal what you call that, your personal website, your business center, then you're not going to get paid, and that's the bottom line. And people have missed out on commissions because they didn't have their own CV in their own business before they went out and they started collecting these other people who then collected other customers, and they didn't get paid on it. One of the things that for example, I have a lot of customers, but I have a tendency to turn all of those customers into iPartners. So once they become iPartners, they're no longer my customers, and that's like something I had to wrap my head around, because once I gain them as iPartners, they're no longer my personal customers, and therefore their CV does not count for my personal volume. Does that make sense? Those are the kind of things that people are not understanding about why they're not getting paid.
And I
Right?
think that's happened to all of us. That happened to me several times, because as close as I am to you and to Charles and to Mike, I didn't get some of that. And so my commitment, and I, we all have families and businesses and full-time jobs and all kinds of things. But my commitment is, if you want to earn either as an affiliate or as a binary, I'll help. And I might have to help by saying, let's call Annette or let's call Mike. But I will do what I can to make this a creeper source of income or a firework of a business. And of course, the more fireworks I have, the better I am. But qualification is absolutely everything. Mike?
Yes, I want to let you know that going forward, people who are in binary system, they have to they have to eat muscadine every month, and they have to get the product every single month. If they don't choose to be being an auto ship, that's why we created the affiliate program. Affiliate program, you do not need to be auto ship, but you always can override when you get the customer. But I want to change it as you discussed it, as you discussed that we will have a Zoom for those people who want to know the binary system or the comp plan. But I want to change the subject to something that we started. Product. You heard PG Martino's, our vice president, testimonial. Every one of you have a testimonial. Lynette did not have to go through surgery. Tanya, you have changed. You have more hair. You look better. You feel better. You're more positive. You have more energy. Everyone has a testimonial for the product that they take. I want to tell you another things, and I'm going to take a few minutes to bring one of the top leaders in our company. Rick, could you come over here? I want to let you know we have in Philippines one of the top earner in Jeunesse and Organo Gold that retire and become the most successful top leader in Jeunesse and also Organo Gold. And it was a diamond rank that he had. He chose to come to work with IQMK. I did not recruit him. Nobody went after him. He noticed our product. He said that he developed and got over 100,000 people for Jeunesse and for Organo Gold, and he did not believe on the product. But he's seen amazing MusNatural, and he has come to us, and he said the only reason I can come to you that if you have a diamond rank. We had to create a diamond rank for him to bring him here. So after 5 star, we have another rank called diamond. But he already in short time he become 3 star executive with us. He planned to be diamond by next year this time. So here, Mr. Rick.
Hey.
Good morning, good evening to our IQMK family in the US. And good morning to IQMK Philippines. I'm Vic Daganas. I'm a three-star executive of IQMK Philippines, and I've been in the industry for 30 years. And actually, I was supposed to retire after this pandemic, but I was praying for the right company, right product, and of course, the people behind that company. Those are three requirements that I usually uh, ask for every time I join a company. So I was with my previous company for 11 years as a black diamond from that company, and I was able to build at least 120,000 plus of distributors from 15 countries, and uh, last October of 2021, I mean a year ago, I was in the verge of retiring from this industry. And a friend of mine, who's a medical doctor, called me and told me about this product. But before that, I already knew about muscadine because in 2019, I already encountered it. In fact, I joined the MusNatural company in the Philippines, used the previous name of that company. But unfortunately, we lost our contact with Joel, and that's why we decided to look for another opportunity. And I was praying for, I was praying about the company that will that I'm going to join if in case, but if in case I haven't found the right company before the end of 2021, I was about to go back to our province in Leyte and do the farming because I have pieces of land there which I'm planning to cultivate it and do the agribusiness. But in October of 2021, a friend of mine who's a doctor called me about this company. So I told him that when I learned about Muscadine, when I learned about MusNatural, I told him that, okay, right there and then I'll go there and I'll see if it was the one doing the business or managing the business. Then from that time on, the reason why I'm really passionate about this company and about the product, it's because I used to have an arthritis and I cannot eat food that are prohibited for an arthritis patient. But from the time I started taking this muscadine up to this time, it's more than a year now. I haven't experienced the pain yet. I mean, I haven't experienced the pain. The pain are all gone, and I can now eat those prohibited food if you have an arthritis. Another one is the I cannot read messages from a smartphone without using reading glass. But now, because of muscadine, I don't know when this happened, but after 4 months of taking it, accidentally, I forgot to bring my reading glass, and I am expecting a message from a friend. So when I have the message, I was looking for my eyeglasses, but I forgot it, and then I did my best to reading the messages, and I was able to read it, and it was only then I realized that I have a 20/20 vision. So that's because of muscadine. That's because of MusNatural. And the last thing is, I have hemorrhoid. Prior to pandemic, I was about to undergo operation about it. I was planning to take it, from me, but again, because of muscadine, it's all gone. Uh,
That's great. That's great. It's a
yeah,
pleasure.
that's why I'm very passionate about it. I'm very, even without the earnings, the company will grow because of its product. And I always, I'm very particular about the company that has a good product in it, that even without leaders, it can survive. And we have it in IQMK. And I'm looking forward that because I'm used to build networks from all over the globe because my previous company I have 15 countries. So I'm looking forward of building new teams in different countries because I'm not looking at this business for Philippine market, but I'm looking at the bigger picture, which is the global market. And
We're so excited to have you. I'm excited to learn from you, and
oh
it
wow, thank you.
we'll definitely. I like to keep things on time, and I don't want to lose people before we give some next steps. But I know that you will be doing some trainings, and I look forward to uh, a third of your success. In
Thank you, thank you.
thank you. I'm going to
We'll
put up
see you
very
all at the top.
yes, at the top in the diamond circle. Um, we will schedule time. I know we're running out here, but we'll schedule time on the enhanced comp plan, and we'll have a group to go over that with us. I also want to talk about new beginning goals and next steps. For me, the commitment that I'm making is to get 100 people back on auto ship. At one point, I had close to 50, and I know that I could triple that if I need to make it 300. But I want all of us to have modest goals so that combined, 10 of us can get to that 1,000 that I predicted we would have just in 2023. Forget 2022, of just customers who are really, really committed to better health. My other goal, and that's why so many of you are gathered on this call tonight, is to find my 10 stars, my 10 diamonds in the rough, and polish us all together to get to where we need to be. We have had lots of pressures over the past couple of years, and it's now time to shine. So I'd like to find over the next couple of months 10 people who want to binary with me and want to really figure out how to grow and get the stars and get the percentage bonuses every single week on helping people get healthy. This global movement of health and hope is where we're going to bank our hope and our hearts and our business. Um, the world is sad right now, guys. I just, the whole California shootings, all I thought about were you, Lynette, and others of my close friends that are in the midst of that media and in the midst of that violence. And I think, you know what? Maybe them taking muscadine might not have stopped their insanity, but there's something going on in our world that modulation of stress really will help us to have a more peaceful climate for our children. And by the way, I haven't even started on kids and their response to MusNatural. So I want us to think about getting those people in our lives to try this, to try to get them on auto ship, to let them know that they can cancel at any time. And Mike, we have your word, they can cancel at any time. Yes, sir? Mike?
I think he dropped off, but
No,
you have my word.
Mike, Mike and Lynette. Right. We can definitely count that you can cancel. And if you have let your auto ship go and you don't remember how to get into that old back office, just text me and say, Tanya, I'm going to get back to this. It might work, might not. This is a stretch for me financially, but I want to do it. I want to do it for my health. I'm going to try to get some customers. I will handle that. Don't worry about your back office. Mike is readjusting everything. You will have it. We'll do this all as manual entries for right now. I don't know how Mike is going to find the time. He'll probably go through a bottle of supplement a day, but we'll get there, right, Mike? We can hand process everything until the new system's up. Yes? Mike, unmute. You're muted, Mike.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I said we will hand process for my team, correct?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Okay.
We are here to, we want to make sure you have all the tools that you need in your toolbox to be able to become very successful. But our main goal is to take care of our customer and bring and build our customer base first.
Thank you. I want to thank everyone for this hour of your time. This will be, you can share this. I think this is an exciting enough podcast that we've done that should be shared. We have so many testimonials right here and a glimpse of the business potential as well as the affiliate. So anybody that's listened, the link will be up on all of our sites. It will also be up on our YouTube channels. So please go forth, be healthy, be a part of this global movement of health and hope. And please text me or call me if you want. Just, don't worry about remembering how to get back in, because all that will change. Just get back in, press that reset button, and be the healthiest, most regenerated that you can be. Thank you, everyone. Nadia, thank you for your commitment. Lynette, thank you for never
Thank
losing
you.
me. And Mike, thank you for
Thank
giving
you.
my
Limitless
lapses.
opportunity.
And yeah, I just really want to make sure everyone feels the genuine love and authenticity of this organization. So good night, everyone. Take it easy.
Good
Be
night.
healthy.
Good afternoon.
Good night.
Thank you.